I bought this 73 Porsche 914 back in July, and it's a pretty solid car, but like most its age, it's had a lot of work done to it. Here's what's going on. Charging system was not working when I bought it, along with the fog lights, trunk and license plate lights, wipers, the cold air fan, and it did have some oil leaks. The high and low beams worked sometimes, along with the left headlight motor. The hazard switch was not there, and I found the wires taped off and tucked up underneath the dashboard. Some other things I'd like to take care of are removing the wrap off the hood and the decals on the door. Probably a repaint, as the paint is very thin in spots. I'm not sure how I'll address the cracks in the dash, and I'll eventually do a compression test. I should mention, to my understanding, a 73 914 would have had a 1.7 or a 2-liter engine. The VIN on this engine starts with an EC, which is a 1.8 liter. So, do I have a bit of a Frankenstein? Today's job is finding out what's wrong with the charging system. So let's start it up. Yep, the ignition light is on and the system's not charging. I picked up a new voltage regulator with the idea of having a spare would be a good idea. Once installed, I checked the charging system again, and again, it's a no-go. Well, that's that. Very simply, I have a bad alternator. I've never replaced an alternator in a 914, so it should be interesting. I raised it up to take a look and realized there is a lot in the way of getting to it. I'll just have to take off this piece and to get a better look, and after a while I was deep into it and didn't make a video of it. Long story short, I took it down to the local electrical rebuilder and they tested it and said it was good. Now what? I guess I test the voltage regulator and check the wiring. Okay, we're going to do a test of a voltage regulator out of a Porsche 914. I've got a 30 volt power supply set at 15 volts, and what we're going to do is we're going to send 15 volts into this voltage regulator and it should drop the voltage down. Then we're going to set the voltage at around 10 volts and it should match right up, trying to bring the voltage up to between 13.5 and 14.7, I believe. Okay, they're not easy to see, but this is the D+, this is the DF, and this is the D-. The D+ is for the incoming voltage from the alternator. The DF is what the voltage regulator puts out to keep the voltage in a certain range, and of course this is common or the ground. Okay, we're going to test this voltage regulator, and I've got my DC power at 15 volts, so basically what it should do is it should drop the voltage down because 15 is too much. Now, for the sake of making this simple, first thing we'll do is turn this on to 20 volts or less. I've added some jumpers to make it a little easier, and I will put this on the DF because we're going to measure the voltage coming out, and then the common or ground will go here. We're going to apply the voltage and we should see it drop down because we're feeding it 15 volts. So we dropped it down to 0. Now we're going to lower the voltage and it should increase it. Okay, I've got it set at about 10 and it's increased it up to almost 10. So this voltage regulator is working correctly. Okay, I'm going to test this voltage regulator to see if it's faulty. And I'm going to use two 9-volt batteries. And what I'll do is connect these two batteries together so we have 18 volts. I'm going to use my multimeter here, and to make things a little simpler, I am using jumpers from the connectors of the multimeter to actually connect to the voltage regulator. So I'll connect the common or ground to the D- on the voltage regulator, and I will connect the positive to the DF on the voltage regulator, which sends the voltage to the battery. Then I will take the yellow jumper wire, put it on the common or ground, and connect it to the negative side of the battery. And I will take the positive side of the battery, connect this red jumper, and when I touch the D+, we should see a voltage drop, because basically we're feeding this voltage regulator 18 volts, and it should drop it down to practically nothing because it doesn't want to overcharge the battery. And there you have it. So now if we remove one battery, so we only have 9 volts, what the voltage regulator should do is send as much voltage as it can, because it's looking for 13.5 to 14 volts to send to the battery, but we've only got a 9 volt battery, so it's going to use everything it's got. Let's see what happens. And it's about 8 volts, which my batteries are probably not brand new, but it's trying to grab everything it can from that battery. Let's grab the other battery just for the heck of it. See what it does. Okay, this battery has a few more volts in it. So the next thing we're going to do is test a brand new voltage regulator. Same setup, multimeter, negative to D1, or D minus, I'm sorry, D minus, positive to DF, which is the field. We're going to use 2 batteries to get 18 volts. The negative is going to the D minus. And we're ready to go. So we should get 18 volts and then drop down very quickly. Let's see what happens. Which that's what it did. Okay. So we'll disconnect one of the batteries. We will reconnect with a 9 volt battery. Now we're only getting 9 volts, so this regulator should want to pull everything it's got. And there you go, 8.65 due to the resistance in the regulator. So it looks like, compared to the new and the one that came out, similar readings. So my uneducated guess would be they're both good.
We're in good standing. I like to hear it.
Well, it turns out that the voltage regulator was not seated into the relay board securely. Voltage check good. Thanks for watching.